Hey everyone! Well, fall is upon us, and that means it is almost time for the Big Read to begin. We have Stephanie Huff here with us from the Wichita Public Library. Steph, will you first just start off by explaining what is the Big Read?
Sure. Well, the Big Read is a yearly literary celebration that we have here in Wichita, and it happens in communities across the country. It was created by the National Endowment of the Arts to bring communities together all about one book, to read one book all together, talk about its themes, that sort of thing. And so what the Wichita community does is the library and other partners have created a series of different programs and events all surrounding one particular title, and a new book is picked every year.
So what did you guys pick for this year?
This year, it's a first. The book is called The Late Homecomer, and it's a first because it's our first nonfiction book that we've ever selected for the Big Read Wichita. We get to choose from among a variety of books that the NEA allows us to pick from, and so this is our first nonfiction book. It is a memoir from a girl who grew up in a Hmong family who escaped the jungles after the Vietnam War, where the Hmong people were threatened with their lives, and they went off to a refugee camp, which was where she was actually born. And it's her story and her family's story of escape and crossing the Mekong River in the refugee camp, and then eventually immigrating to the United States. And so she tells the story of her family and their struggles and what they went through, and the culture change of going from one thing to another.
Sounds like a fascinating read.
It is. It's a very fascinating book, and it's a wealth of information to learn about something, and she tells it really well. So it's entertaining and educational.
So I know everybody's supposed to read this book, but how else can they participate in the Big Read?
Well, so we have a variety of events happening throughout the program, which officially starts October 1st. It goes through November 15th. It starts with, on October 1st, we have a memoir writing class, since this is our memoir book, so you can take at the library. All of these programs are free this year, so which is really great. And we start with our big Kickoff Event, which actually happens at the end of September. And this is the party that we have at the Wichita Art Museum every year at the beginning of the Big Read, where we will have refreshments, we'll have entertainment, we'll have a preview of the different types of things that you're going to be able to enjoy with this year's Big Read program, with host cake anchor Lily Wu. So a lot of fun things that we have planned with and that's where you can get a free book. So if you come, you show up at 2 o'clock, get in line. We've got hundreds of books to give away at this event. We also have them available for checkout at the library. We also have it as an e-book at wichitaereads.com. So a lot of places where you can get this book and start reading to be a part of the program.
Do you ask people to register?
For some of the events, there will be registration required. The Wichita Art Museum is not a requirement to register. You just show up. The program actually starts at 2:30. We recommend you get there at 2 to make sure you do get a book, so they'll be available while supplies last. But a variety of the programs, such as that memoir writing workshop, will require registration, but again, all free. We have all the events listed at Big Read Wichita.org, and more events are getting added as they come in at the end of November. We have a fashion show of traditional Asian dress happening. We have some wonderful films that are related to the themes as well. So there's a variety of events, even a cooking class for children. So we do have quite a variety of activities that you'll find at bigreadwichita.org.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
It is.
So tell us a little bit about why the library does this every year.
Sure, it's all about celebrating the importance of reading, and this is primarily for adults, and I think we all run very busy lives and we forget that it's good to read a book every so often, but it's very beneficial. There's been studies that show that adults who read for enjoyment are more active in their community, they're more likely to volunteer, they're more likely to vote. It's just a very positive experience to get back into reading, and so we want to have these community events to get people together, to have these conversations, to read a book, to talk about its important themes, to maybe learn something new. So it's just a wonderful program, and Wichita is one of the few communities that have supported this since almost the NEA developed this program so many years ago. So it's just it shows that the community has embraced this, and they enjoy it every year, and we're happy to have something new for them every year.
All right, give us the website one more time before we wrap up.
BigReadWichita.org. And also you can follow Big Read Wichita's Facebook page too.
All right, thank you, Stephanie, and thank you for watching this City 7 News Net Update.